good evening, depending on wherever you are at in the world. And welcome to this channel, Freya's Crone. All right, so today is May 5th, 2026, 551. So before I started this video, Spirit was like, look up the number 551 and don't forget to tell them about Pluto going retrograde in 5 degrees of Aquarius. 555. So if you're seeing that number, this message is for you. By the way, my name is Melody. Welcome to this channel. If you are a new subscriber, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe and hit that little notification bell. If you're a returning subscriber, thank you for all of your love and support for each and every one of you guys, whether you're new or you're old. All right. I absolutely appreciate all of your support on this channel. If you are not subscribed to this channel, please hit that subscribe button and a little notification bell. Give me a frenzy. I'd be greatly appreciative of that. Leave me a comment in the comment section below and let me know how this general reading resonates with you. And I ask you to only take what part fits in your life, because not all the messages that come through are for all of it is not meant for just one person, as I speak to a broad spectrum of collective out there. All right. Um, and after the video uploads and processes, you're more than welcome to share it with somebody who you think will resonate with the message. All of that helps out this channel, and I'm greatly appreciative. All right. So first of all, let's talk about 551. The angel number signifies major positive changes in love, encouraging you to embrace personal growth to improve your relationship or attract a better one. It advises letting go of the old patterns to create a healthier, more authentic, and passionate partnership, suggesting that upcoming shifts will lead to a greater emotional freedom. It represents a positive transformation. Now, we just had full moon in Scorpio on the 1st. So 3 to 4 days before and after, we still feel the intensity of the moon. All right. Now, not only are we still feeling that moon, now we got Pluto that is going retrograde tomorrow on Mercury Day, with 5 plus 6 is 1, 11 plus a 1, 1, 1, 1. Okay. So the number signifies the changes in your love life are necessary for growth, potentially shaking up your current situation to align it with your higher self. You're being asked to release the past. You are encouraged to let go of fears and toxic habits from past relationships to make room for new, healthier love. All right. The number 551 emphasizes being true to yourself, which attracts a partner who loves you for who you are. So it's about ripping off the facade of the fantasy world that I talk about all the time, right? Men want authentic women. Who men want women who are not afraid to wake up in the morning and run around in their pajamas all day because they're comfortable in that. Men don't want women who have to be the Barbie doll figure, who have to be perfect because that's what sex sells. And that's just a fantasy world that is just an illusion. Just like women want men who are authentic. How many times, and I'm talking to my singles out there, how many times have you found yourself in third party situations because you had some sort of a wound that is within you that needed to be healed? Where it was lack of trust or lack of having low self-esteem or not feeling worthy or something along them lines. Give me a thumbs up if you agree with that. Those are for my singles, right? That's where that jealousy comes in, where you're jealous or somebody tries to make you jealous because they're insecure or they like triggering you because they boost their ego, right? That's a sign. So about being true to yourself. So as within, when you're healthy within, you're healthy without, which helps you to attract an authentic, an authentic relationship where you have mutual trust, you have mutual honesty. All right. Um, it often acts as a sign to take proactive steps in your love life, such as starting a new relationship or refining a current one. In essence, 551 acts as a message that you are supported by the universe as you navigate and transform a phase in your romantic life or just in general. I mean, if you're not looking for love, that's perfectly fine. All right. So let's check out what it means for money. Positive major life shifts that often lead to enhanced financial stability and new income opportunities. It suggests that personal spiritual transformations like reclaiming your true path will align you with abundance. This number encourages you to embrace the change and trust that these shifts will improve your financial situations. 551 is a positive, life altering change. The core message is that major, often unexpected changes are coming that will positively alter your financial circumstances. You are to embrace the unknown and trust that the universe is bringing new, lucrative avenues for growth. By focusing on your personal growth and returning to your authentic self, you create the energetic space for financial prosperity to enter. The number 551 is a proactive sign to make decisions that reflect your worth and long term goals rather than settling for less. And it goes back to the authenticity. Don't settle for less. You feel that that's all you are worth. No, collective, you are worth being that unlimited, abundant soul. You are worth more than settling for less than what you deserve. And don't you forget it. I got chills when I said that. Um, Essentially, 551 urges you to be prepared for and open to transformations in your career or financial path that are designed for long term success. Okay? So, you may be looking at the situation as, okay, I need something quick. Well, listen, Rome wasn't built in a day. If you build that structure within a day, guess what? It's going to crumble, right? Because why? Because you haven't had time to let the layers of cement dry. You just keep building it, building it, building, building. And that cement doesn't dry correctly, which is that stepping stone to structure to how you build. So you need to be aware of that. And with Pluto going retrograde tomorrow on Mercury Day, we got the 555 energy. Today is May 5th. Tomorrow, Pluto goes retrograde in 5 degrees of Aquarius. Aquarius rules our community, our society. So, all right, so that's an opening message. My readings usually go um, anywhere from the current situation to 24 hours ahead. All right. So, all right, ancestors, what else? What confirmation do we need to know about what I just explained to the collective? Can you give an additional message, please? And thank you. Ancestors, can you give an additional message to the collective, please? And thank you. Also, I see I have a viewer there who has not put a thumbs up. If you're a hater, thank you for watching because every time you hate me, my channel grows and I appreciate it. All right. I transmute it into the light. I transmute the hate into the light. That's what I do. Alrighty. So, ancestors, what additional message would you like to address with the collective? Please and thank you. Abundance. I'm telling you, something rich and abundant is coming your way. I have the windows open, so things are blowing everywhere. So, forgiveness is what they're telling you to do. See that little sliver of a moon, right? So, it's either the first quarter or the last quarter, but we just had the full moon. So, we could very well be working on, right? Working on forgiveness, letting go of forgiveness, letting go of resentment, letting go of things, finding forgiveness for, yeah, it's being illuminated. It is being illuminated to be gentle with yourself, right? Because this portal, see that sliver of the moon? One's going one way, one's going the other. So this talks about that portal, the moon to the full moon portal. because the next full moon we have is on May 31st. It's a blue moon. That is a rarity. I remember one time I was at I Godsmack that I love my band Godsmack, and I got the pleasure of watching that band underneath a blue moon. I was so ecstatic. It was like the greatest concert ever. All right. I don't know why Spirit wanted me to tell you that, but hey, all right. So let's go ahead and see what the ancestors' additional message is when it comes to this 11A, 5511. So yeah, I feel like major changes are in the air. So look, this is a number one card. The page number is number one, right? So 5, the 10, which reduces down to a 1. Then you add the energy gear of 1, you got master number 11, right? So what are we mastering? We are mastering our transformation. What are we mastering and transforming? Letting go of old wounds, letting go of things that no longer serve us, learning to find forgiveness for the people who have hurt us, right? Learning to find forgiveness for the choices that we have made as humans, because it goes both ways, right? We have to forgive ourselves before we can allow forgiveness for other people. Hold on, let me get a drink real quick. My tea should be steeped good enough so I can get a quick drink of it. Alrighty, so I'm just gonna sit there. Alright, so I needed a quick drink to wash them words down. So this card is called Wildflower Wonderland. Wildflowers are not intentionally planted. They are untamed, natural, and free. Their fragrance calls bees to pollinate them, as that seeds are created to continue the cycle of life. These kinds of natural flowers don't try to be profuse and beautiful. They just are, right? So you have nothing to prove, right? When you're authentic, you don't have to try to be beautiful, because you're going to attract who you are meant to attract, regardless of what you look like on the outside. So the more authentic that you are, of feeling comfortable with your skin, being comfortable, whether it doesn't matter if you weigh 300 pounds, it doesn't matter if you weigh 100 pounds, right? You are going to attract what you are, right? So it's about being an untamed individual. It's not trying to be something that you are not, as such as the Barbie doll syndrome. I call it the Barbie doll syndrome because we got a bunch of people out there who want to live in a fantasy world, such as, oh, I got to have the perfect body because that's what men want. I got to do this because that's what men want. No, men are just like us. They want authenticity. They want a woman who is not afraid to be who they are. If you got a trucker mouth, don't be afraid to be it. If you weigh 300 pounds, be who you are. You are meant to be that way. Unless you have health issues, then you need to take care of yourself. All right. But, when you've got jealous, envious people out there try to compete with you with how you look or how you feel or what you do, that's an issue with them, not you. That's called projection. So, finding forgiveness for them, it may be hard to do, but it is a necessary thing to shed, right? Because that's not your burden to carry. How other people think, how other people is not your burden to carry. Um, They just are, without struggle and worry. They're abundant without effort. Prosperity is your birthright. Exactly. That's why they wanted me to look into the money situation. Prosperity is your birthright. You an unlimited being. So you don't have to settle for less than what you deserve, collective. You don't have to settle for less than what you deserve. And the grand profusion of a field of untamed flowers reminds you that a windfall is coming. And I'm telling you, the wind is blowing everything everywhere. I have a crystal on this side holding it down. I have a crystal on this side holding it down. It blew out my candle twice. So wind is good because what it does is it blows away that old stagnant energy. Just like I said yesterday, when you breathe in and you exhale, you blow away that stagnant energy. You can, I mean, I don't know about you, but if I take 5 deep breaths in, one after the other, I have to sit down because I'm all dizzy and like walking sideways, which I naturally do anyways. But the wind, when you get outside and you connect with nature, you allow that wind, that rain to wash you, to clear any dust bunnies that you have in your aura field, anything that you collect from other people out of your aura field, regardless of its subliminal intrusive thought. Look, that big old hair just flew by. Whether it's subliminal intrusive thoughts that somebody is sending you, or whether it's emotional projection that somebody is sending you, right? That wind blows it off, and it blows away the dust bunnies that get stuck in your aura. Sun has come down. I don't know what that was. But anyways, when you watch this channel, you're just gonna have an open mind because you never know what's gonna show its face. I remember, I don't know, like 5, 6 years ago, I was doing a live stream and I'll move my table around. I did it again yesterday, but I'll move my table around and I'll set up my tarot, my YouTube channel in different spots in my place. And this time it was, I have another bedroom at the other end of my trailer, and I had my tarot room set up down there, and I had angels and spirit guides show up one night on my live stream. So I'm just warning you ahead of time. You gotta have an open mind on this channel because you never know what's gonna show up. All right. Um, it is simply a matter of aligning your vibration and frequency with that which you desire to manifest. So everything is blossoming in life. Open yourself to receive. Abundance, fulfillment, prosperity are ready to be activated in your life. Life desires you to prosper. You are moving forward in an outpouring of money, energy, time, or love. Opportunities are limitless. However, you must take action in the direction of your dreams. Don't wait for abundance to fall in your lap. Take the steps. Give deeply and fully. Don't hold back. This card reveals that this is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, which means you need to let go of this emotion. You can't hold on to grudges. You can't hold on to resentment. You can't hold on to anger because that blocks. It's like a barrier that blocks you from receiving what is meant for you. Okay. Whether it's love or money. All right. This card reveals that this is a great time to make investments. The more you give with a free and open heart, the more you will receive. Be grateful for what you already have, and even more will flow to you. So, the opening message I think the ancestors want to address with you is it's time to shed. See how dark that energy is? It's time to shed these dark, muddy emotions. See how she's reaching up to the moon? You are a limitless being. Your stars, your hopes, your wishes, you have the capability to manifest your hopes, your dreams, your wishes, right? This is being illuminated back to you. See how that lake is calm and it's mirroring back them trees, right? So that's the opening message with the 551, that 555. Something needs to change. You need to change your nation. You need to change how you look at your life. You need to change your heart. You need to clear and shed the old versions of how you perceive your life, right? How you attract things into your life. You need to change that. So major changes are in the air, and that's what your ancestors want you to know. You are a free, sovereign being. See the pink flowers? You are very compassionate. So those are some things you can say. I am loving. I am compassionate. I am free. I am a limitless being. Maybe do the Ho'oponopono uh, prayer, which talks about I love you, I forgive you. You can look it up. There's another one. I love you, thank you, I forgive you. I don't know. Anyways, there is another one. Just Google it. But anyways, your ancestors are telling you that you are pollinating in this season today. Also, an attitude of gratitude for the littlest minute things. Like the ancestors are saying, listen, if you're just thankful for that minutest, littlest thing, we'll meet you there. We'll double that gratitude. So look, you got minute and are doubling it. Minute and you're doubling it. You see what I mean? They're like meeting you. So I feel like that's a message as well. All right, so let's go ahead and see, what are the crows warning the collective about today? What are those warning the collective about today? It is definitely windy. My hair's all over the place. The cats are all up in the windows. Well, they were in this one. The windows open on their side too, but they prefer to be over here by me. I'm okay with it because I love my kitties, but one is just a little too chubby. Alrighty. All right. Crows, what do you warn the collective about today? Something is going to catch your attention. And you can see that this crow is looking back at these flowers. Something is going to catch your attention. You need to see something from a different perspective. Why things are delayed, what the holdup is, right? What is literally nitpicking and dominating at your energy with the Aquarius energy. So you literally could have a community of people who are nitpicking at your energy, nitpicking at you, just trying to nitpick at every little thing you do. Now, I have a song coming through. It's been coming through. I'll give it to you here in a second. So this would represent the Pluto and Aquarius in 5 degrees because Aquarius represents your society, your community, right? So you may have somebody in this community who is like the puppeteer who is just nitpicking at every little thing you do, just enough to cause you some grief. But luck, my collective, is on your side. And what you need to see from a different perspective is that everything you have went through has prepared you for your growth, for your soul's growth. All right. All right, so that is what I feel. You absolutely definitely have to see something from a different perspective, but something is going to catch your attention today, and the ancestors are telling you that something is going to catch your attention. Maybe something outside in nature. Maybe you're going to smell something, you're going to see something, you're going to feel something, right? And it's going to change how you see your life because the perspective card talks about um, the hangman, right? So the cards are warning you, they're telling you to pay attention to your surroundings. Anomaly. In a sea of black crows, it is the rare melanin lacking one that grabs attention. Something is going to appear and it'll be hard not to notice or avoid. It is strikingly clear that what you encounter will be abnormally good or perhaps abnormally bad. Either way, it will stand out. So pay attention. Maybe something in nature is going to grab your attention. All right. And that's what the ancestors are telling you. It's a message. Either way, whether it's good or whether it's bad, that's that 555 energy, the 55. Whatever it is, it's bringing change for you, it's bringing abundance. I could have swore I seen a card flipped over back. See, it's already catching my attention, but oh, there it is, right there. King of Pentacles. Already flipped over. This is not your money. This is about your abundance. All right. So the King of Pentacles rules Capricorn. Capricorn talks about the stage is setting. Something is setting up perfectly for you. The King of Pentacles could be talking about Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. It just could be you here on Earth. This talks about somebody who made a good investment, somebody who's very wise, somebody who's very grounded, somebody who's good with money, right? You can see there's a bull in the background. So we have Taurus energy, your daily routine, your possessions, your values, how you see something, how you value money, right? Again, don't settle for less than what you deserve. Don't settle for a page. Don't settle for a knight, right? Settle for that king. Wear that crown. Stand in your because you're the king of your own world. You're the king. You're the master of your own reality. So don't be a bullhead, right? Let go. Find forgiveness. See something from a different perspective. What are you being stubborn about? What are you refusing to let go of? Are you refusing to see something? See how he's got his eyes closed? It's like you're being stubborn. You're refusing to see something here. All right. So I feel like because that card flipped over, it was an important message for somebody there. It doesn't, you don't have to be an earth sign, right? You don't have to be an earth sign. This is just talking about, in general, about your money. Remember, you're a limitless being. Don't settle for less than you deserve. Open your eyes, see something from a different perspective. Perhaps how you manifest, how you attract things to you. All right. Gray hair is just running wild today. All right. So abundance, ancestors. I'm telling you, there it is, Taurus. There it is. And look, we have the bulls on this card. So abundance. This is talking about Taurus energy, passions. That's the second house. Look, 5. Today is May 5th. Asher Seek real quick. And then I'm going to do the channeled song because it keeps bouncing around in my ears. Alrighty. I'm also getting a 5th house, which is a house of creativity. Okay, so finances, possessions, values, daily routines, and your environment. So, in your environment, outside, in nature, something is going to catch your attention. That is may bring a very it may bring a valuable change into your environment. Maybe that's something that you don't see, right? You can't close your eyes to this situation. All right. And then we have creativity, children, romance, speculation, somebody in competition, somebody playing, maybe somebody playing in the outside, or something in the environment when it comes to somebody being competitive, right? Because he's got his eyes closed. That you need to see from a different perspective. Oh, look, the card just blew away. Ow, the cat just attacked me. I can't win. Alrighty. He literally attacked me as soon as I stuck my arm down there, too. Alrighty, so we have the sun in Taurus. So the sun is currently in Taurus, all right? The moon is in Sagittarius, still full moon. It's full moon phase, at least where I'm at, right? in 28 degrees of Sagittarius. Sagittarius rules seeing something from a higher perspective. It rules divine timing as well. Mercury is in 5 degrees of Taurus. 5 degrees of Taurus. Mercury. Mercury is the house of communication. Communication. Venus is in 13 degrees of Gemini. So Venus rules the house of relationships, business, lover, family, friend. 13 degrees of Gemini. Gemini is the twins, twin flame. 13 degrees talks about laying rest, ending things, right? 13 rules the death card, death, transformation. Mars is in 19 degrees of Aries, and I don't know what the heck that was, but get rid of it. Mars is in 19 degrees of Aries, and Jupiter is in 19 degrees of Cancer. So they're like in the same degree, right? But 6 months apart, they're opposite of each other. Mars and Jupiter are opposite one another in the same degree. So Aries rules the house of appearance, your identity. Cancer rules the home, the family, right? The father figure. Uranus is in 0 degrees of Gemini. Uranus is your will, your uniqueness. All right. So, yeah, Mercury at 5 degrees of Taurus and the Sun in 15 degrees of Taurus. 551. So somebody needs to hear that. All right. So the ancestors are like that, right? We're communicating to you. We're trying to catch our attention. So you may see something, a spirit in your yard. Maybe you'll see out of your field vision, or if you have cameras, maybe you'll see it on your cameras, right? And that's what they're telling you. So anomaly, what's going to catch the collector's attention? Okay, 6 of Pentacles in reverse. So 5, 6. So something maybe about Pluto going retrograde tomorrow in Aquarius. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse talks about somebody taking advantage of your generosity, somebody who could be looking for a handout, right? So looking for a handout. Somebody in your community or your environment could be looking for a handout. The 6 of Pentacles in reverse talks about something that is balanced here. 5, 6 as of 11. All right. Can we get some information, please, and thank you? The World card. A cycle is completing. A cycle is completing here. We have the world, so we could be talking about the World Wide Web. Maybe something that's going to catch your attention on like a worldly event is going to catch your attention. Maybe something in the news media. Maybe if you're like me, I don't really watch the news, but I do watch some people who are on YouTube who do media stuff. I don't believe in the media because I feel the media only brings half truths. The World Wide Web, it could talk about the internet, it could be talking about the news, it could be talking about a world event. This also could be talking about completing a cycle. So we have, look, see the bull? Leo, Taurus, Aquarius, and Scorpio. The full moon in Scorpio, right? Pluto, retrograde in Aquarius. Mercury, 5 degrees of Taurus, right? Leo, I knew Leo was in there somewhere. Somebody competitive, or somebody, a child, or somebody creating something, how you create your reality. The Emperor, somebody who's a control freak, somebody who's an emotional manipulator, right? But here you are, ready to take that leap of faith to have your new beginning, right? Somebody is not repeating that pattern no more. Somebody recognizes the pattern and is not repeating it no more. A judgment call has been made. Somebody could be receiving karma. And that's why the Six of Pentacles is in reverse. Maybe somebody is paying a karmic debt. All right, so let's get another. Okay, look, the sun. I'm telling you, the sun in Taurus. Magician. So something about Mercury being 5 degrees of Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse when it comes to your lucky streak. When it comes to your day, when it comes to movement. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 major arcanas. 5 major arcanas. So the sun is going to illuminate something to catch your attention. The sun is going to shine down upon something here. The Magician rules Mercury. The Magician rules Virgo and Gemini. But it is in 5 degrees of Taurus. The Wheel of Fortune in reverse talks about somebody having bad luck, somebody trying to block something for you. Maybe somebody within the community trying to block something. Wednesday, so this talks about tomorrow. Wednesday, Mercury day. Maybe somebody trying to block your fortune. What is that? The fortune. You have to look up and see where your part of fortune sign is. But this definitely talks about your money. Somebody may be feeling as though they have bad luck. Maybe that's what you need to see from a different perspective. Look, somebody's going through an ego death. Somebody refuses to let go of something. And then look, we have the Aquarius. Pluto in Aquarius. Tomorrow's energies is very, very significant. Justice is about to be served. Somebody is being divinely guided. Somebody is doing, I feel like somebody is going through an ego death. Somebody is doing a lot of healing, mentally, emotionally, physically, and spiritually, bringing something into a state of balance, but definitely justice being served. I feel like this is like a beginning message for tomorrow. Okay, let's look up that song. I think the song is by the Temptations. So give me a second here. Let me put these down here so that these, put this over here so that things don't blow away real quick. First, we're going to look up where the moon is. I don't know why, but I need to look that up. The Death card in reverse talks about refusing to let something go. Refusing to do the inner work. Refusing to transform. This also could be talking about a spirit in your outside your yard, your ancestors watching over you. Okay, the moon will be in Capricorn. Remember I said that. Capricorn. The North Node will be in 5 degrees as well with Pluto in 5 degrees of Aquarius. So 555 is very significant. There is a change coming. Big change. All right, let's go over that song. I believe it's by the Temptations. Okay, it is. I never met a girl who makes me feel that that makes me feel the way you do. You're all right. Whenever I ask who makes my dreams real, I say that you do. You're out of sight. For some of you, you may be somebody may be coming back to you when it comes to love. The fee fi fo fum. You're out of sight. Fee fi fo fum. You know who says that? The Giants. Um, Look up, baby, because here I come, and I'm bringing you a love that's true. So get ready. So get ready. I'm going to try to make you love me too. So get ready. Here I come. Get ready because here I come. I'm on my way. Get ready because here I come. Remember, when I read 551, I read about love first. I, if you want to play hide and seek with love, let me remind you, it's right. The love you're going to miss and the time it takes to find you is out of sight. So fiddly dee, fiddly dum. Look out, baby, because here I come. And I'm bringing you a love that's true. So get ready. So get ready. I'm going to try to make you love me too. So get ready. Here I come. Two people are on the same page. You got a soul contract coming. You got a soul contracted individual coming your way. So be aware, be on the lookout, because this may be a soul contract that is out of balance. Something is out of balance. There's not an equal give and take in this relationship. There's not an equal give and take in this relationship. All my friends shouldn't want you to. I understand it. Be all right. I hope I'll get to you. They do the way I planned it. Be out of sight. Look out, baby, because here I come, and I'm bringing you a love that's true. So get ready. Okay. So yeah. I hope I get to you before they do the way I planned it. So somebody's planning something. Somebody is planning something. But what you need to understand is that this person is not part of your destiny. This is a very unbalanced relationship. And that's going to catch your attention. You need that. You literally, and I've been saying this, you may be literally seeing something within this person. See, their eyes are closed. The eyes are the window to the soul. This person has their eyes closed. They don't want you to see something within them. But the sun is illuminating it. All right, so let's clarify the death card. Why is the death card in reverse? We have the Ace of Cups, the Two of Cups, the Two of Swords. So 122, you can be seeing 1221, 1222, 1111, 1122. So the Ace of Cups talks about having unhealthy self-esteem. The Ace of Cups also talks about trusting your intuition. The Ace of Cups talks about having enough self-love and self-worth to not take this person back. The Two of Cups in reverse talks about it being either a past lover or a karmic soul. The Two of Swords in reverse talks about clarity, right? Seeing something more clearly, making it clear to this person, right? Making it clear to this person. This person can be very dramatic. The King of Cups, the Six of Swords. Yeah, this person's a liar. This person is a liar. Right? So laying it to rest. This person doesn't want to let go of you. But they don't want you to see their true intentions. Taurus rules Venus. Venus, Taurus, yeah, Taurus. It could be a business partner. The Star card talks about the community. It talks about being divided. It talks about healing, right? So I feel like somebody is definitely doing a lot of inner work here. Somebody is doing a lot of healing. Somebody knows what they're worth. Somebody knows that they're worth more than what this breadcrumber is wanting to offer. But this is given an opportunity to complete that cycle. So I feel like I'm talking to you. This is like a test. The universe is bringing this test in to see if you learned your lesson. When it's to karmic individuals who do not value or appreciate you, people who are only there for what you got to offer them. When you got nothing to offer them but love, they're gone. They're showing me the Knight of Wands, there for the good time, not the long time. The Aquarius card talks about healing, being divinely guided, being vulnerable, open yourself up to. This person could have tried to destiny swap you with some magic. And they could have, you know what else they could be cloaking themselves with the magician card. They could be cloaking themselves. So the answers are saying, listen, collective, you've already got all the tools that you need within yourself. You've already got it with the magician card and the Ace of Cups. You've already got it. So we're going to show you something. This person is coming in looking for a handout. The Hierophant card talks about, could be a religious structure, how maybe you two are on two different pages. This could be talking about a coven. This could be talking about traditional, traditional versus dogma, right? This person, be aware because they may want to try to trick you into a marriage. Alrighty. Anything else that the collective needs to know? So the Page of Wands. So there's definitely some sort of inspiration. This also could be talking about that immature energy, but it's in the upright position. This is somebody who takes that one, right? They take that one and they use that power of their intention to stay determined to create whatever they want to create. With the Page of Cups, this is definitely somebody who wants to come in and offer you something. We have the family card, marriage, but we have the Queen of Swords coming in reverse. So the Queen of Swords in reverse talks about being manipulative, somebody who is very cutting with their words, somebody who lacks compassion, somebody who may be trying to manipulate a situation, somebody who could be masking something, right? So be aware of that. Yeah, they're coming in looking for a fight, right? They're coming in looking for that fight, and that's what the Queen of Swords is in reverse, looking for that fight. Somebody who is coming in to emotionally trigger somebody. See how these two people got their backs to one another? Something in that cup is fishy. Could be a family member. Somebody maybe you considered a family member. But this person is very verbally manipulative, likes to use reverse psychology just to pick a fight. And yeah, that's because somebody is happy with who they are, right? This person is not happy with who they are. This person could have Barbie doll syndrome. But whoever I'm talking to, collective, you're happy with who you are. You're happy, right? You don't need another person to make you happy. You're happy being single. This also talks about, with the Star card and the Knight of Cups, a wish being granted. Somebody is being left out in the cold, and that's why they're mad. They're being left out in the cold. Somebody may have been verbally manipulating you, making you feel isolated, making you feel abandoned, making you feel alienated, right? Look, the Hangman, you need to see something from a different perspective. This person is a womanizer. I'm telling you. Look, they have some sort of an addiction. High Priestess, this person could be addicted to magic, right? Then there's the Gemini energy, the Lovers in reverse. King of Wands, somebody is very manipulative, thinks that they can charm the pants off of anybody, right? But the pain and suffering is over. It's like somebody is calling their power back, and the pain and suffering is over, right? Then we got the fourth house of Cancer. So Jupiter is expanding something. Somebody is moving on from and letting go of any like cords. I feel like cord cutting, right? Letting go of the playing energy. There's the Knight of Wands. Somebody who's a player, here for the good time, not the long time. Somebody who you may have rejected, who does not want to let go and has been using magic to manipulate a situation. They're coming in cloaked. They don't want you to see their true intentions. This is somebody who tried to destiny swap, but it didn't work. It didn't work. So they could have been using death magic. All right, let's close this reading down. I could get lost in the sauce here forever because I absolutely love doing these readings for you guys. All right, so final message from the ancestors or spirit guides. This is somebody who took advantage of your generosity as well with the King of Pentacles. They could be coming in saying, oh, I'm sorry, I made a bad investment and I lost my ass off because I teamed up with other people to try to end your destiny. Don't listen, it's fake. I'm telling you, it's fake. You're worth more than what this person has to offer you. All right, so yeah, and it's being illuminated. All right, let's get a final message to close out this reading for the collective for today for May 5th. Oh, you have a lot of them. Fire Guardian, Broken Arrow. Yeah, so somebody, this talks about that Sagittarius energy. The moon in Sagittarius is helping you to find peace and to see something from a higher perspective. What was broken was meant to be broke, right? So I feel like somebody is doing a lot of cord cutting. They're like letting go of people, places, and situations that no longer serve them because they're realizing that these people never valued them to begin with. The people that they had in their surroundings never valued them to begin with. Yeah, peacekeeper. Let go of the need to be right. See that she's got that talking stick. Embrace the energy of peace. Yeah, be brave and honest. To me, this reminds me of the Knight of Swords. See how he's got his eyes closed? Right? Look at the rose in the background. All right, Shield Main, make plans and focus. So I feel like you need to protect your energy. Because if you did do a cord cutting, I feel like they're trying to reattach them cords. They may have felt this cord cutting and be like, okay, this person cut the cords. I can no longer attach their energy. I feel their block. Like, look how she's got that block on her. I feel like whoever I'm talking to, you are a wounded warrior. See how you got that sword? I'm telling you, somebody feels the cord cutting. So you could be seeing a deer in nature. This is telling you to be gentle with yourself and trust the process. Look, a guardian angel. I'm telling you, you're going to see something in nature. Hermit, recharge, right? Retreat and recharge. So the Hermit card talks about going through that dark night of the soul. You can see that this person is in meditation, right? They're in meditation. There's something being purified in the root chakra, in the sacral chakra. Something is being healed. This is Virgo energy, but the Hermit card talks about somebody who's a very wise old soul. You are not alone. You are divinely protected, right? So you need to trust that. This has given me faith energy, even though it's not faith, but it is giving me faith energy. Faith is the Archangel Michael's twin flame. All right, so we're going to read these real quick because there's always extended messages in these. So, Shield Maiden is the number 72, which adds up to a 9. So, sevens talk about our soul's growth. Everything that we experience has caused was growing pains, right? All the pain and the suffering was growing pains for our soul. And through these growing pains, you've learned to balance your head and your heart. You have learned to trust your intuition, right? We got 222 energy coming through here. 72. The shield maiden is a female knight in shining armor. Have a plan or strategy in place before moving forward. Yeah, so that's what you need to do. Make a plan. The shield maiden is a female knight in shining armor. In Viking traditions, I'm put my elbow on this. In Viking traditions, women are seen as equal to men. Yeah, you're somebody's equal. You are not beneath them. You don't need a master in a relationship. You need an equal partner. And so join them on their raids and fought with them on the battlefield. In this deck, the Shield Maiden brings a fiercely feminine energy, the power to be a warrior while retaining feminine sensitivity. So whoever I'm talking to, you're a wounded warrior. But while remaining in your heart space. Very sensitive. So therefore, you need to protect your energy. If something doesn't feel right, you need to trust it in that Ace of Cups energy. She is ready to put her plan into action. She's ready to go into battle. Her medicine helps us move beyond any unsettling feelings when our plans start to take shape and follow through with our strategies in order to be where we want to be. Shield Maiden work together in times gone by to create shield walls of protection. She also shows us how to work with others in order to bring our plans to fruition. For some of you, you may be collaborating with another person. With Venus, um, Taurus rules Venus. You may be collaborating with another person. Take some time to assess what your next steps will be. All great warriors have a plan. You're a sensitive being. If you're not prepared for the task you are taking on, you could end up feeling exposed and helpless. The ancestor guidance is what that is. The ancestors' guidance that is coming to you now is to remember that you have a warrior's heart, that you have it within you to be more prepared and focused than you have been recently. So have a strategy in place and let your God support you as you move forward. Because you have a guardian angel who is protecting you. Because abundance is your right. Love is your right. You were born unique and wild for a reason. Your emotions and your thoughts pollinate your outside world. You are meant to be a teacher. You are here to teach other people how to do the same. You are here to break down the old structures and show them how to build more traditional. You're here to break down the traditional structures. You're not a traditional kind of person. You are very unique to who you are. You are a unicorn. See how these two people here on this card? So you are here to show the collective how to find that balance. Somebody's a mentor, somebody's a spiritual teacher and a mentor. And you got a lot of people who just like they just took advantage of you, right? They took advantage of you. They tried to end your uh, your destiny because they did not want you to be there. Somebody is of high status here. Somebody has a very high spiritual status. High spiritual status. Somebody is extremely empathic. Somebody is also single. Because the stag, to me, represents being single. Stag is 132. 13. 4 and 2 is a 6. 13. So something definitely needs to end. Something is coming to an ending. That's the death card. Something is being let go of. Somebody is shedding the old version of who they are. But somebody is still in fear. They're refusing to let go of something in the past. And it's like they're refusing to find forgiveness. And it could be that King of Swords or Queen of Swords in reverse, who is very verbally manipulative, somebody who's very cunning, somebody who just very manipulative with their words, right? To try to get everything they want, anything they want. Took advantage of somebody's generosity. And when somebody awoke to the fact that this person did not value them, they were only kind to them because there to get what they wanted, and they let them go. They got upset. What did they do? Cast magic on you. Try to end your destiny because they were mad. Teamed up with the community of people. hmm But somebody ripped off that blinder of confusion and seen this business lover, family, friends agenda. Listen to their intuition. Now something I feel is circling back around to be completed. The sun in Taurus is very significant. Mercury in Taurus is very significant. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is very significant in 5 degrees. I just read you all them 5 degrees. 5 is very, very significant to who I'm talking to. So you have an opportunity to thrive. Trust in all that you have to offer, all your gifts, your strength, and your power, and make the most of it. You were born to lead the Taurus energy. You were born to lead. You have a very high status here in the spiritual realm. You have a very high status. And this can only become reality when you're willing to put yourself in that position. Stag energy allows you to feel safe because the antlers keep away anything that could interfere with your intelligence and presence, and their strength gives you the power to be agile in your thinking. You are being encouraged to retain your dignity and be proud of who you are and all that you have accomplished. This in turn will give you even more power to thrive onwards and upwards. Yes. So again, shifting your mindset, that ego death, the ego death that has literally been blocking your fortune, feeling unlucky. Me and the wind is really blowing today. But that's good because that means things are being cleared. All right, guardian angel. A number 102. So 102 could be significant, which adds up to a 3. That's why I know a lot of people are like, why does she thank the haters? Because the haters, every rock that they have thrown at me has helped me to build my channel, helped me to build my confidence. It has helped me to break free of the limited mindset that this individual was trying to manipulate, or this coven of individuals or group of individuals. Could be a church, right? It could be a spiritual group of any kind, a spiritual group, a church group, right? A community of people who were trying to tear me down. It did not work. Here I am still speaking. Here I am. Here I come. Get ready, as the Temptations would say. Everyone has a guardian angel who has been with them in all of the past lifetimes and will be there in all the lifetimes to come. So know that you are never alone and never will be alone. And that's what this person was trying to do: sever your higher connection. Sever your higher connection. Sever you from your spiritual team. Sever you from your divine protection, your angels, your guides. That this person was trying to do. But guess what? They're going to get a major wake up call because something's going to catch their attention, and they're going to realize that who they were messing with is a chosen one. They're a star seed. They have a higher calling. They have high spiritual authority. This card is a huge reminder that there is always help and support available to you. Your guardian angel is with you now and is here to aid you in all of your endeavors. In order to fully receive their support, first ask for it, then surrender to the process. Know that whatever unfolds will be for your highest good, and that's exactly what is happening. And that's what you need to see from a higher perspective. This person, somebody could be wanting to come in and ask forgiveness. Please forgive me. I didn't know, right? Yes, they did. They knew that you had a higher status. That's why they were trying to manipulate you behind the scenes. So somebody could be getting the living daylights scared out of them when Pluto goes retrograde, because they're going to see, right, they the reason why they couldn't end you, the reason why they couldn't end your life or end your journey is because, again, you're a star seed. You have high spirit authority. You have a high ranking in the spiritual realm. And through everything that you have been through, the last tool that you're gaining is the Ace of Cups, which is your self-worth, your self-esteem, your spiritual guidance, your spiritual intuition. And you're going to realize how loved that you are by your spirit team. You're going to realize that, and how truly protected you are, wounded warrior. So now the Hermit card. Yeah, and I feel like with the Hermit card coming out, you've been through that dark night of the soul, right? So with the Aries rules our identity. And that's what your ancestors want you to know. You're going to finally find your own identity. And you're going to wake up and realize that you were here. You had to go through this dark night of the soul to figure out who you are. And you had a lot of people who took advantage of your kindness. You had a lot of unbalanced relationships. And these unbalanced relationships made you realize what you do not want in life, what you want and what you don't want. Okay? So the Hermit card. Number 38, which adds up to an 11. So 3 talks about being in that zone, being authentic, mind, body, and soul. The 8 talks about your connection to the divine and how your mind manifests. Because I'm talking to somebody who has a manifesting mind. Your thoughts create your reality. You are very, very unique. Magician card. Your thoughts create your reality. So because somebody has found peace, it's like they shifted everything. They shifted something. There's like a major shift happening here. On a worldly level, there's some incoming um, solar downloads coming in for somebody. There's a solar download coming in down through the crown chakra that's going to help purify something within you as well. I do see downloads, 4 of them coming in, 4 of them that you're going to anchor into Mother Earth. It'll be very important, collective, for you to ground your energy over this next week. Because these downloads that are coming in are very important for the earth. Some of you are here, like myself, are here to usher in the 5D, the new earth, into like a spiritual cleansing is happening. Um, and you are here to take the world from the 3D to the 5D, like building that bridge. And you are gathering up, like you're drawing in a lot of people to you to help them with transformation, to help them with their spiritual awakening for some of you. All right. That's why you're highly protective. That's why these individuals were unable to unalive you. Okay. Something about that I'm channeling right now. So be patient. I know I'm just going off the freaking rim here, but I'm channeling. That's what happens when we channel. We just run away with it. But that there's messages that come through for each and every one of you guys, right? And if you're a channeler like I am, you understand. Oh, wait a minute. I got the traveler card. I don't know. 38. I see I pulled 83 and I'm supposed to go on 38. So something about mirroring. You've been working hard in giving all of your current you've been working hard and giving your all to your current situation, and it may become draining and detrimental to your development unless you retreat and recharge your energies. So that's what you've been doing. You have been cutting cords and protecting your energy by retreating and recharging yourself, by being in that hermit mode, recharging your emotional body, recharging your mental body. Because whoever I'm talking to, I feel like you're having some sort of an activation coming through here. Um, so you're being guided to take a step back at this time. If you're working on bringing something together, your over involvement can impede the process. So retreat and breathe. If you have something to say or that could have a larger impact on your life, spend some time in deep thought over contemplation before moving forward. Often, when we rush in, we don't see how destructive our actions can be. So, meditate and listen to wisdom before proceeding further. Okay, so that is a closing message here. So, your ancestors, your guardian angels, your spirit guides, your angels, your archangels, your spirit team in general are telling you before you rush into making some sort of a decision, take a step back and see something from a different perspective. Ask your soul what you are meant to do, right? Make sure that you stay protected. Make sure that you cut cords, right? So definitely step into nature. So if you're seeing a lot of deer out in nature, that's your sign. I know I have. I see a deer every night on my camera. All right. So yeah, so you definitely with the 2 of Swords, You need to make some sort of a decision, more decision from your heart space, more of a decision from your intuition. Okay. Um, yeah. And one of the things you need to do is let go of the past. Get out of your own way, because whatever this emotion is that you need to let go of is literally blocking your luck. Okay. All right. So we got Pluto retrograde in Aquarius. Pluto retrograde in Aquarius is going to be very significant to this reading. All right. But there is, like I said, a download coming in. See the bird on his hat? There's a download coming in. And you definitely have somebody who wants to verbally attack you, right? Family, lover, business, friend, somebody within the community, maybe somebody that you call family, who wants to offer you something, but it's fishy. So we could be trying to lure you out somewhere, right? Here, I have this good idea. Let's go do this, this, and this, right? Let's go to this family event, and then you get verbally attacked or physically attacked. Be aware of that. They could be wanting to leave you, take you somewhere, drop you off, and leave you hanging, right? Leave you hanging. This is like somebody who wants to stand you up. Remember, a womanizer in the energy, somebody who is addicted to something. This could be the community here, right? The high priestess. Could be a hidden enemy. A hidden enemy who was just looking for a handout. Somebody who could be working with an ex. Somebody who could be thinking illogically, right? But we have the King of Wands here. But you're attracting this for a reason, is what Spirit is saying you. They're jealous because of your attractiveness. This could be very upset because you are attracting maybe an ex-lover. A twin flame. King of Wands could talk about flame. This person's intentions, right? This intentions could have been out of jealousy. They could have hooked up with an ex-lover, did some sort of sex magic. Somebody could be moving, right? Moving homes. See? Moving homes. Alrighty. So thank you for watching, everybody. Thank you for listening to me ramble. But I feel like this message is very important for somebody out there. Okay? Remember to stay at peace. You don't always have to be right. Right? Let go of the need to be right and stay at peace. Listen to what somebody else has to say. Yeah, shapeshift. Transform and unveil your gifts. I'm telling you, somebody could be shapeshifting in front of you. Mm-hmm. That's why they don't want you to look in their eyes. Because you're going to see. The eyes are the window to the soul. And you're going to see it. It's going to be illuminated. All right. Thank you for watching, everybody. Have a great day. And I will see you.